Hi, my name is Mary Carr. I am your child's Algebra 1 teacher this year, and I'm just going to tell you a little bit about how class is being run this year. Here is my contact information. Best way to reach me is through email. Materials needed, just your basic calculator, Chromebook, charger, something to write with, something to write on. Just because we're virtual, a lot of students think that they're not supposed to write anything down, that it should all be done in the computer, and that I try to tell them all the time is not the best way to do math. Writing it down is the big priority for me. So let's jump in. Here is the grade breakdown, right? Homework and participation is 20%. Quizzes are 30%. Tests are worth 50%. I'm going to talk to you a little more about those breakdowns. So here, just to remember, tests are worth 50%. Tests this year are going to be a little different for my class. What I am doing this year is I'm having the students, instead of doing like a long test with 20 questions or something like that, I am going to give them 3 to 4 questions, but they have to make a video explaining to me how it was done. Each step in the process. That way I can really see that they do understand the content being taught. Quizzes at 30%. These are going to be taken on a website called Alex. Those of us that were in Belleville District last year, you might know a little bit about Alex, but we're going to be using it a different way this year. These are actual quizzes that I set up. And the cool part about it is, let's say the quiz, let's say it's 20 questions or something, and they submit it and they get question, 5 and 10 wrong. They have a chance to fix those questions. They have 3 attempts altogether on the quizzes. So that way, if they, submit it and realize they don't really know what they were doing, they do have the chance to bring their grade up that way. Classwork and homework is going to be done on a website called Edulastic. This is what the students are going to be doing most weeks, is work on Edulastic. Edulastic is basically like a virtual worksheet. So it's a worksheet I create. They type their answers in, and the cool part about this is there is a check answer button. So they can check their answer before moving on, up to 100 times. So they can keep working at it, they won't be moving forward the wrong way because they'll be able to catch themselves right away. So that is that. All information about the work can be found on Google Classroom. I'm going to show you a little bit about my Google Classroom so that you get a better idea of how things are going. So here we go. Here's the stream. Every week in the stream, I'm just going to say what we're kind of doing that week. And then you go to the classwork tab, and here we are. Everything is broken down by week. Okay, so let's say right here, lessons 2 and 3, right? They would click here and see a bunch of videos I created to show them how to do the assignment. Then once the videos are watched, they go here to the assignment tab. And here's a link that will bring them right to Edulastic. And here's a PDF just in case they want to work from it. It's the same questions that they'll see. So you'll see here, this one, it's titled Must Do. These few questions are titled Should Do. And these are called Aspire to Do. That is my way of sort of breaking down the work into manageable chunks. So if a student only does the must-do problems, the highest score they could possibly get is a 70. This is here for my students that are really struggling their way through. I do have students that just the must-do problems cause a lot of anxiety and things like that. So this is their must-do section, but the highest score would be a 70. Now, if they do the must-dos and the should-dos, highest score is an 80. If they do must-do, should-do, and aspire to do, the high score is a 100. So I do have students um, scoring everywhere in there. Okay. So that would be like an Edulastic lesson kind of week, right? And then we go here to an Assess Your Learning week. This is where we have a quiz in Alex, like the ones I described to you, and the Flipgrid video, which you'll see here. Here's a link to do the actual assignment. And here are the questions associated with the assignment. Ooh, the kids will have to use their Zoom feature. But so that is basically how I run class this year. I just explained that. So I am looking forward to any questions, comments, or concerns you have. Please reach out. All right, it's going to be a great year.